I guess I shouldn't meet the max. Max on. Transition. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Appalachia Connection podcast. This is your producer, Big John Howard. Of course, I got my host, Don Wolf, cousin Wolf Montgomery, and Big Tony on down at the Farmhouse Diner. We're starting a little early today because of the Kentucky basketball game. We kind of want to go home ourselves and watch it, and I know everybody else here probably does too that's tuning in.
Guys, like and share this and get us out there. The more shares and likes we get, the more we can keep doing this. And we're glad to be back. Of course, we was all down at Rupp Arena yesterday, which was awesome.
Oh, what a great time. That was crazy.
It was awesome.
Crazy.
Congratulations to the Magoffin County Hornets coaches. Congratulations to an awesome band performance, cheerleaders. We support all Magoffin County teams: archery, softball, baseball, football, girls basketball, volleyball. If I'm leaving one out, it's not intentional.
Dancers.
The dancers are awesome. We love them all. We love them all.
Of course, I have to dance,
team, Academic team. Don's a magnificent dancer.
What happened to my back? An old disco injury.
Yeah, the disco.
He hurt his back to Donna Summers back in the 70s.
Was you wearing skates when you done the disco?
No, I never could skate.
You couldn't skate?
No, I tried it one
time,
John.
Have you ever been to one of them restaurants where they bring you food out on roller skates?
Well, they brought it out. Car hops?
Yeah, like on roller skates.
Yeah, they used to do it over at the old juries at Prestonsburg back in the 50s and 60s.
Oh.
70s, early 70s. I tried skating one time, roller skating, and actually down here where I guess where the Jane Bailey place is, the furniture store.
Oh, okay.
I got on them skates, and I got out there and I was doing a little bit. I went about here to the wall and it's boom, 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 And I fell and I had my hands like this. Somebody ran over my fingers.
Oh, no.
And I crawled back over there and I said, my skating days are over. That's when I was a teenager.
I skated once there at the Prestonsburg Archer Park.
Yeah.
And I fell and hurt like my butt so bad I just took up those skates and slung them across the rink.
No more.
I was like, there ain't no more of that. But I got better after that. I think I just had to get mad that one time.
Well, I was the guy that got a pair of dollar store skates or got them at a yard sale or something, tried to skate them down a gravel driveway and busted my ankle, so that was my
you can get killed doing skating. I wouldn't advise that for anybody.
Yeah, it's epic.
Willow's watching Hey Baby.
I'd rather try to cross a busy street,
Yeah. But we got all kinds of sponsors here. Let's get through them first. We got Tracked Outdoors, our local hunters and local web show
one of a kind,
on Facebook. They're all from Magoffin County, all those boys. We got Granny Made Cheesecake. You can get that down here at the famous Farmhouse Diner. We got Creekside Stitching and Feed. Great people, great.
Absolutely.
Made just about every bit of our gear here.
Cousin of Avian.
And listen, guys, they got hog warmer, dog feed, hog feed, a baby and a fix your cow, fix your broke foot, fix whatever ails you.
I think you can even get married over there. I ain't sure about that.
I don't know about yet, but they are working on it.
Are they ordained over there?
They are working on it. Granny Made Cheesecakes. If you got diabetes, don't worry about it. Get you some Granny Made Cheesecakes anyway.
There you go.
We got Jessica D. Williams Photography, amazing and beautiful photographer here in Sayersville, Kentucky. We got the Appalachia TCG group, the Parkway Peddlers Mall, giving away another gift card today.
Gift card today. And listen, you go in that Parkway Peddlers Mall, and they've got everything. They've got breeches, they've got blouses, they've got tools, they got fishing gear,
cards,
candy, trading cards, toys, anything you can think of. If you ain't been down there, and it goes room after room after room.
Leopard skin lampshades.
I think they got homemade candy.
They got those teas that everybody likes.
The teas,
The teas.
Everything.
Well, the Rollton Community Council, they want you to check out their new website, www.rolltoncc.org, for all the events going on in Rollton, Kentucky.
They do. It's right up the road here, I guess, and they do a lot of work up there. They got a lot going on. I think, are they the same ones puts on the Walnut Festival?
Yeah, they're doing the Walnut Festival, and they're doing the Easter Egg Festival, too, or something. Easter egg.
They do a lot of work up there, guys, so check them out, support them any way you can.
Yeah, they're on Facebook, and they have a website, www.rolltoncc.org. And we got our Sloan Chiropractic.
Absolutely.
If your back's hurting, call Zach. You can ask Don. Don, can you tell us about Zach a little bit?
Zach does a great job. I've been to him probably 10 times in the last 2 months.
You ever get the little bubbly thing they put on your back and the electricity?
I'm saving that for maybe.
It feels good. It's weird, but it feels good. You say it for your birthday.
So what you're saying is call Zach. He'll fix your back.
Yeah. Right. You got a problem with your back? Call Zach.
Got a problem with your back? Call Zach.
But
down there, good folks down there.
Yeah. Like I said, we got a $25 gift card to give away today, and we also have a decal, but it's not here. Wesley Cole with WRC Enterprise LLCs. He's wanting to promote his decal business. He has a Magoffin County 15th Region Championship decal he's wanting to give away, but I guess we'll do that next time when we have it.
Be considered for these giveaways tonight. I think we also got a $25 Farmhouse gift card we're going to give away too. That's what the boss just come out here and said. To be considered for these giveaways, like and share this post. Like and share.
Like and share. You got to like and share the post right now.
Get us out there.
We're also having a Magoffin County Boys State basketball watch party here at the farmhouse Monday, 11 a.m.
Not Monday. Tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow. My bad. What did I say? Monday.
Tomorrow at 11 o'clock, we're going to live stream the Magoffin County game here. We got 2 TVs, plenty of room. Anybody's more than welcome to come down if you want to watch it. We'll have it on both TVs.
Yeah.
We'll live stream the game live here.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I wish I could even make it
Come down and get you a cup of coffee, bottle of water, whatever, cup of water, and you're more than welcome to come down and hang out with us. We're going to live stream it. So,
Coffee and water's free.
Yeah, and tomorrow we got the Banjos and Beyond. So if you like live music, free entertainment, come on down tomorrow. What are we starting about 6 or 7 tomorrow?
Probably,
Yeah.
6:30. It's probably
6:30.
Got our guest from out western Kentucky, Uncle Roger
R.D. McDaniel will be in the house.
Doctor.
Dr. R.D. McDaniel.
I even hear Uncle Bob's coming too.
Uncle Bob's going to make an appearance tomorrow, so that's always big.
It's big to do. And
a lot going on down here right now.
Oh, yeah.
And next week, Tony's not going to be with us, but we're having a special guest, a local artist by the name of Brooklyn Dyer.
It'll be
She's
awesome.
going to join us, and she's going to tell us a little bit about art here in Appalachia.
Does she do like local art?
She does local art.
I'm pretty sure. I think she's McKinfolk, but I ain't 100%
Probably.
sure. I think her mother is that Jackie's girl?
Yeah, Jackie
Okay,
Prater.
yeah, that's Jackie's MB's girl, and MB and my mommy were first cousins.
Yeah.
She's got a TikTok with Appalachia slang words and
Figure
phrases.
she'd fit right in with
So it should be real good. And I looked her up, and she does a good job. To be that young, I don't know. She must have had a lot of influences.
Yeah, well, she's heard that.
Their family.
Well, she ain't much younger than me, Don. I know a little bit.
I know that.
Well, now, I reckon she knows who Conway is and Kanye.
I don't know. She
We'll
probably knows
ask
it
her
better
that
than me. Probably knows it better than me.
We got a good Appalachian delicacy be coming out here after a while.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the days, of course, ain't nobody around here really had beef cattle, but if you was lucky enough to get a piece of beef, you normally got the heart or the liver. And tonight, we're going to sample beef liver and onions, an Appalachian delicacy.
Yeah.
Beef liver and onions.
We couldn't find any pork liver.
No, pork liver sold out, but beef
Pork
liver
liver.
and onions.
My cousin Jury chased me around with a cow's heart before.
Yeah, a cow's heart won't hurt you.
But, you know,
Where'd
I was
you get it from?
we used to slaughter cattle there on Crane's
Okay.
Nest.
Yeah, you
Okay.
And he would pick up the heart and chase me with it.
You had all kinds back in the day. How many cows your mom have?
I don't know. We had a lot.
Back in the day, beef.
We used to have
cattle,
the big deep freezers and everything. It'd be slap full of meat
beat
for.
that fresh meat.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you about that fresh lean meat. What I've noticed, it's good, but it's a gone when you're trying to make a hamburger because it's so lean it won't pat. Ain't make a patty
Right.
out of
Ain't
it.
got no fat.
Ain't no fat content in it, you know.
Yeah.
But
We have a
never
good show
owned
for
it.
you guys. Then we got all kinds of topics. Of course, you can always give us some topics in the Appalachia Connection group. You can always comment and talk to us there. That's where we like to communicate. And, you know, we got the Appalachia Connection website, Facebook page, and, of course, you can talk to us all about it on the Farmhouse Diner page, too.
And comment, guys. Get on there and engage with the conversation. Like I said, the more likes, shares, and comments we get, the more we keep rolling.
the only cow we had gave milk. You know, we couldn't eat her. And we had a lot of hogs, which leads me to a thing I just thought of. If y'all ever heard of what's slopping the hogs mean? You know? You ever heard of slopping
Is that
the
feeding the hogs?
Yes, that's what it is.
Slopping the hogs.
Any kind of
called
food, like
slopping.
say you save your scraps, that's slop.
Yeah.
Slop.
Slop the hogs.
Slop the hogs.
It's gummy.
And it's a gone.
You know, they always said pigs were really smart, smarter than most animals.
Who said that?
A lot of people.
Pigs are
Like,
smart.
pigs are smarter than a lot of animals out there.
Yeah.
Smarter than a dog?
I don't know.
Don't know.
I don't know about the dog.
Pigs are pretty smart.
I
But
never
I've heard
seen
the
nobody
pig-
take a pig and start it in a briar patch and jump a rabbit. But now, like I said, I have seen a lot of things in my life.
You can't do a cow that way either.
But they always said a pig. Like I guess farm animals are the smartest.
Now I do know a man, and I ain't gonna call his name on live air. That trained a horse to start up a hill. I seen it with my own eyes, and he could click his fingers and he could start that horse anywhere he wanted to. But I ain't never seen a pig do it.
I always heard that a pig was really smart, though. That they're one of the farm animals that will get out of the rain.
Well, that's smart. That's smarter than a chicken.
You know what
I've
heard about a pig?
I've always heard
Smarter than some people. You ain't got enough sense to get out of the rain.
The old man,
That's another saying we got,
The old man would tell you things when you was young, and they'd try to teach you something. They're smarter than you, and I've heard all my life that bad men and fat hogs don't live long.
Well, that's probably true.
Does that make sense to you, Don? You've heard that, ain't you?
Yeah,
I've never heard that.
Like
you never heard bad men and fat hogs don't live long? Well, how does it... What do you think it means?
I don't know. Bad men, I mean, obviously, they usually don't last long because they get killed.
Okay, what about a fat hog?
I mean, people want to eat it, I guess. It's fat.
There you go.
Yeah, I've heard like a whistling woman and a cackling hen come to a quick end. Did you ever hear that one?
I've heard it all my life. What do you do to a crowing hen?
Well, I've seen them shot.
It's a
bad luck,
sign.
bad luck, or a rooster crowing at midnight. It won't last long.
Bad luck. You can't have a hen crowing. I've seen them crow.
Bad luck, and
Yeah.
I've experienced it, and it's true. Every time I ever heard that there's something bad happen, just me,
Actually, my wife's got the five of the prettiest hens you ever look at.
She shared some eggs hatching the other day.
Well, you got the quail business. How's that going?
Yeah, and I'll tell about that too. But the hens, they lay the prettiest eggs I've ever laid my eyes. Always growing up, when you get the eggs, the eggs had crap on them. You had to wash them. Son, you ain't got to wash these.
Well,
they're the prettiest, cleanest white eggs I've ever seen.
Chickens just got one hole, so there you go.
Well, but I'm saying, Don, these are the cleanest eggs you ever looked at. And the quail business, we've got, I'm thinking 20-some quail. She hatches them off in an incubator.
Unreal.
And I don't know what she's going to do with them. She enjoys it, so I guess it's all right. But
the quails come to Craft Creek.
Hey, listen, and these are them, they ain't wild quail now. These are domestic quail, but they're quail. They're, I think you call them Curtix or something.
What's the
Cortix
difference in them?
Well, they don't look like bobcat.
Really?
They're bigger.
Oh, yeah?
But Cortix, something other like that.
I did not know that.
Yeah, but we've got plenty of quail, guys. Yeah, I don't know what you're going to do with them. Eat them or what, I don't know.
Can you make a sound like a quail?
It reminds me of something.
That's close. No, it ain't even it either.
No, it's like this, Don. The front one's longer.
I've heard my lip.
That's close.
I ain't even going to attempt this.
Forget it.
That's why they call them bobwhacks.
Learn how to whistle.
I used to be able to do it. Forget it.
That sounds right.
That's why they call them bobwhacks, because that's the noise they make.
That sounds right, but I don't know.
Huh?
The quail whisperer now.
No. I don't even know. Now listen. These quails she's got, they'll covey up, but I don't even know if they'll. I don't even know if they'll whistle. I've never heard them. They make a noise, but
I can't get it.
In the wild, that whistle, John, what it does, quail live in coveys. They all gather up. So you ever watch a bird dog flush a covey of quail?
No.
Never seen that on TV? Well, the reason what they do, they covey in. They'll covey into the same area. That's what they call it. That's why they call them bobwhacks, because they make that sound. Bobwhack.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There we go.
That sounds right.
Guys, it's getting warm out. The frogs is a-hollering. It's about to get fishing time. There's a lot going on here in the Appalachians.
Okay, let me ask you, talking about the frogs. Have you ever heard them called peepers?
Yeah.
I never did till just this year.
Yeah.
Peepers. Somebody said that to me. I said, what peepers? They're just frogs.
It's a noise they make, same as a bobwhack quail.
I had some frogs one time like that, and I can't stand repetitive noise. I was trying to sleep. There's that little ditch line by the house, and I said, well, I'll get rid of them. I took a whole gallon of Clorox and poured in this little water puddle, and ditch line, and they're still going strong next night. I got out there, and it had bleached them solid white. The only thing it done to them, I promise you, that's true. As white as that paper, and they're going strong.
Oh, man.
Oh,
hurt them a bit.
That's what we should do, Tom, is we need to get a camera on your quail, and people will live stream like these habitats of like animals,
Yeah.
And they'll make so much money it helps pay for people to take care of animals because they just like people just like going and clicking and watching what these animals are doing.
I wouldn't know how to do none of that, John. You'd have to come to the house.
Like there's this one guy I watch. He has a ferret rescue, and he just takes care of the ferrets, and it's made so much money. Like they're building it like just a room for them to watch these ferrets play all day long.
Hush, son. So what would you do with these quail? Just film their activity?
Just film what they're doing all day.
And leave it like it's
Show you, maybe show you taking care of them here and there. But most of the people just like to watch animals live.
What is that one with the little?
They do
mouse,
it 24/7.
The little mouse that comes out. Hey, have you seen that? It's got the little village like for this little mouse, and they just sit there and wait for it to come out. It's on.
That sounds interesting. Anyway,
guys, I got a bunch of buddies. I want to give them a shout out while I'm thinking of it. Down at the World Hunt, they're at the World Beagle Hunt.
The World Beagle Hunt,
Southern Indiana, and it's the World Championship. And there's a bunch of my buddies down there full of beagles, and I ought to be there, but I ain't. But I want to give them a shout out and wish them all good luck.
How do you win a World Beagle Hunt?
It's a lot of luck and a lot of good hound and a lot of. You have to go through. There's like right now.
Is there points?
Yeah, well, it's a field trial.
I don't know what that is.
A field trial.
What's that?
There was that one either.
You take beagles and you run them together and you judge them, and then you pull back a winner. So there's probably I'm gonna guess.
I'm just interested in how it goes. Like, I have no idea.
Well, you take them out and cast. You draw. You enter all their names. You draw. You take them out and cast. You have like 4 dogs per cast, and you bring 1 dog back from each cast. Same way as the tournament. Think of it like that. If you have
What they do
casts.
just if they jump a rabbit first or mark
get
first
points for jumping a rabbit.
Okay, so they do get points. Okay.
Yeah, that's how they're judged. It's on a scale system, and you got to judge them, get points, jumping a rabbit, all that good stuff.
That's awesome. I don't know anything about that world, Tony. That's why I was asking.
Well, no, it's all right. But think of it. It works just exactly like the March Madness would work.
Okay, yeah.
The cast is the brackets, and then the winner comes out of that one versus the winner down here. Then
they just keep on going down the line
until you get with the best dog.
Okay,
it's pretty cool. It's an awesome experience if you're into that.
Yeah,
thing.
I can see it being cool.
I'm gonna guess there's 400 or 500 dogs up there right now. You got people from as far as like Alaska, Canada, Texas, everywhere in the world. So it's pretty awesome.
That is awesome.
Real awesome.
That's awesome.
But I want to give the boys a shout out and hope they bring back the trophy.
So if it's a world hunt, would they be like what would a French beetle be? It's got French poodles. Would they have like
a French beetle? I never heard of a French beetle.
A French beagle.
I know that's a good.
You think Snoopy's a French beagle?
Because around here, all my life, I didn't know what a beagle was until I was a grown man. It's a beetle hound.
Beetle.
It's a beetle hound, and that's what it's always been around here. A beetle hound. Of course, I've been doing it all my life, but it's a beetle hound. And Don knows that. That's the reason he brought that up.
A French beetle.
Nobody knew what a beagle was around here for years.
French beagle.
All right, we got an announcement here that I need to go through, and then I'll get out of the way here. Ivanton Baptist Church is having a horse show on April the 20th, 2024 at 5 o'clock. It's $5 admission, and 12 and under get in free. They've got the showbill class, the championship. You've got the classes under showbill are lead line, beginner rider, juvenile, 12 and under, spotted horse, ladies class, country pleasure, mountain horse trail pleasure, and a bunch more. They're going to have an intermission. They got a lot going up there. Sounds like it's a good thing. Entry free. Class 1 is free. Classes 2 through 24, $15, and the championship's $25. So get up with them and check this out. Looks like it's for a good cause. April the 20th, 2024 at 5 p.m.
Yeah,
awesome.
Probably find these flowers around at different places.
You can get one down here. I know we've got a couple, but it looks like it's a good thing for those. I've got a lot of buddies that are into horse shows. You asked, the horse show will be the same, just like the World Beagle Championship. It's going to be about the same thing. Just trying to pick the best.
That's cool. We actually have, since we was talking about Brooke and Jackie L. Prater, she actually has a topic for us to talk about.
All right.
She's on here. I just found out today 55 years old is considered a senior citizen in a lot of businesses.
Yeah, it varies.
Does it? I thought it was like 60, 62. I always thought it was 62.
Eatery or whatever, grocery store has got different ages.
Well, Don, you qualify all the way around. You ain't got nothing to worry about.
Oh, no, I mean, they see me and they already just automatically put
When was the last time you got ID for a pack of cigarettes?
Well, I quit smoking in 2018. And they took a spell down there at the Speedway. They ID'd everybody. And I said, "Are you kidding me?" Well, we got to. You got to show something because they got the camera on it. You know. It's okay.
Somebody says best pizza tonight, Tony. Thank y'all at the farmhouse. There you go.
well,
it only says Facebook user. Sorry, I don't see your name.
It is great food here, folks.
I ate. I ate before I started putting the equipment together.
Listen, we appreciate all of our customers.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, we appreciate everybody in the community. I want to thank the whole community, every small business. And listen, guys, there are lots of awesome small restaurants in this community to visit. It's not just designated to here. And the support that we've got behind these high school kids has really been phenomenal. I want to thank everybody from me for that. It's been a wonderful thing for the whole town. And like I said, I'm proud of every sports team in Magoffin County, not just the boys basketball.
Yeah.
Girls basketball, volleyball, all of them. Archery, academic team, the robotics team. I want to say all of them. We support all of you.
It was awesome how the community has come together, and I know that somebody out there has donated for those boys to eat like they have been down there.
They
it's not the school, it's the community.
They said that the community, I don't know who, said there have been all kinds of boosters that have really stepped up.
It's awesome.
And that's awesome. It's a great thing.
It was wild. Go down there and see how many maroon and white was down there.
It was unbelievable.
It was just, and people I ain't saw in years. 10, 15 years, ain't seen them. It was an awesome experience.
Big.
Well, guys, what kind of here in the mountains we got a lot of fears. They got a lot of superstition and so forth.
Yeah, we
you
do.
Guys are afraid of. We're just going to talk on that a little bit. You got any special
unusual fears?
Unusual
like
fears,
being afraid of clowns is funny to me, and I don't get it.
I don't like clowns. I mean,
my wife's scared to death of clowns.
Or a pickle. People are scared of pickles.
I like pickles.
That's even got a name. I looked that up. I can't pronounce it.
Now, see, I have a irrational fear of like wasps.
Waspers?
Waspers.
Clowns bother
There's stuff
me.
that flies that's an insect.
Spiders bother me, but I tell you what bothers me.
See, spiders don't really bother me.
In this country, anymore, what scares me to death is running into these meth heads and crackheads at a gas station. Now, that's scary.
That's true. But I used to mow the backyard a lot, and sometimes I'd run over a dirt dauber nest or something. And those things would get stuck in my shirt and start stinging me to pieces, and I've always just been scared to death of them since then.
Well, now, there's things like that. You said it, and you brought it up, makes me think of it. You go away from here, and you mention a wasper, they ain't going to know what you're talking about.
No. I'm terrified of bats.
A wasper.
I could see bats are kind of freaky, but they're...
a wasper, ain't nobody going to know what you're talking about. It's a wasp.
A wasp.
A red wasper. It's a wasper.
Yeah.
Pickles. Fear of pickles. I never knew that existed, but it does. It's called
There's people afraid of uncircled, not perfectly circled chicken nuggets. Like they won't eat them.
Well, I think that's more of OCD problem.
Is that OCD or so? They're afraid of if it's got a little extra.
I guess you can be afraid of anything.
They won't eat it unless it's perfectly circled.
What's the word? Their reasoning behind it having to be that shape before they'll eat it.
I don't know. I know people
that's OCD, ain't it?
I think so.
Well,
some people won't eat the end of the hot dog.
They used to scare me with.
They'll eat a hot dog, but they won't eat the end of it.
Well, they ain't been very hungry. They eat the end of it. I'll tell you that right now.
I was always afraid of boogers. When I was growing up, that's what they threatened me with.
Is that why you eat them?
Boogers. Well, I never did eat one. I don't think. But everybody has probably.
Mice don't bother me. I don't think I'm scared of snakes, but I don't like them either.
My stepson, he's unbelievable afraid of a mouse.
The mouse?
He'll tear that door off.
Well, he's like an elephant then.
I'm telling you. Yeah.
You remember on Dumbo?
Yeah.
Scared to death of a mouse?
Fear of pickles, though. That got me. Fear
of pickles.
It's,
there's the people that's a fear of, like, circles even. Like a lot of circles. I forget what that's called or if it's made up. I don't know.
Tristidiaphobia.
What do you call someone who ain't found something they are scared of yet? I don't know.
Can you pronounce that?
Tristidiaphobia.
Fear of pickles. Fear of clowns is what is that, Tony?
I can look it up, guys. Let's see. Fear of clowns.
Tohopobia or something.
I don't like spiders.
I don't like no kind of critters, but now I ain't scared of them. I mean, I've got superstitions. Like if a cat crosses the road in front of me, I want to cross it out. I ain't taking no chances.
I don't have any superstition.
Here, let's see if we can pronounce this.
Chorophobia.
What?
That's how you pronounce it.
Do it again, John.
Chlorophobia.
Chlorophobia.
I forgot to give a shout out to our
That's
Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah. Amen.
Yeah, we don't
Everything
ever
that's
forget
possible.
that here.
I usually start off with that. Slip my mind, which a lot of things does anymore.
Yeah, Don, you're getting up there where a lot slips you.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've got a big birthday coming up in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
A big birthday.
Yeah.
Big 7-0.
Is it the big 7-0?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I made it.
You made it?
Would you be offended if we got you some Depends?
Depends on what you kind of Depends on what for.
I'm terrified of mice or a snake. If I see a mouse over here, them screaming a mile, I'll throw Alex magic cards at them and run away. It's hilarious. Got to cross it 9 times to kill every life it's got.
Yeah, a cat's got 9 lives.
Yeah.
Well, that's too much trouble. I mean, I'd be a wreck probably trying to do that.
I'm kind of afraid of dogs that I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, especially when they start coming after me real quick.
Strange dogs.
Yeah,
Well,
the
now,
strange
everybody
dog that
did
just
that.
starts getting real close to
Well,
me.
now, if it's a growling and acting foolish,
Not even growling, just see them being excited. And, I don't know, maybe.
my cousin H.F. Allen's got a mean dog, and me and Hitz had several come to Jesus meetings. I don't know who's the meanest, me or it, but Hitz mean.
Yeah.
And he talks about it all the time, don't he, Don?
It bites everybody that goes up
Yeah,
there the way he
yeah.
talks. I'm not going. I think he just says that to keep people away.
Oh, shoot. Let's talk about some conspiracy theories, Don. What do you think?
Oh, conspiracy theory?
Yeah, you like conspiracy theories, don't you?
Well, yeah. I love it. I don't think they've ever been to the moon. And I
Do you think there's time travelers among us?
time travelers
amongst us?
Time travelers.
Time
Well,
travelers.
Yeah, they are, and I can prove it to you. People try time travel every day.
Well,
They go forward and back into time. If you go
That is
out west
true.
on an airplane, I mean, what are you doing?
yeah.
If you come east from California, what are you doing? You're time traveling.
Well, I think that's got something to do with daylight savings time.
No, it's got something to do with if you start here at 8 and you get there at 8, you ain't went nowhere.
Yeah, they're we're early. We're early time, and then if we go California, they're like
California, they're 3
hours
behind
us.
So you're going back into time.
So do you get younger if you do that?
Technically, I guess you're onto something. Yeah.
Don't get technical with me. No, I mean, who knows? Who was the guy in the late 90s that said he was a time traveler? Oh.
Yeah, they came from a different planet or something, or
No,
come back to warn us about something, seemed like.
Well, it's all over the... We have internet then? 99?
Late 90s, yeah.
95 was the internet boom. There was probably internet, but not like it was in the 95s.
Who
Late
was
90s,
it?
though, there was.
Yeah, late 90s was definitely a lot of internet.
99, he said.
Oh, 99? Yeah,
He's
we would have
supposed
had
to be
internet.
from 2036.
But what did he say was going to happen?
Well, he was making predictions, and then people all this stuff about nuclear war and different things, and he I can't remember. He talked backwards or something in a speech, and people went crazy, over it.
I don't know about time
He claimed to be a time traveler.
A
And,
time traveler.
yeah.
But I know you read the scripture, hit
Tito.
predict stuff.
Yeah.
Was his last name? I don't know. That's probably wrong. I just remember it happening.
You ever read anything about Nostradamus? I know you have, Don. Have you, John? You know
I've
who
heard of that
was?
name, but I've not read it.
What would you say? He was a time traveler or just a what do they call it?
Prophet.
A prophet?
Prophet. There you go. And do you
No.
believe in that?
No, I think he read the scripture, and I think he pulled most of his material from the scripture. That's my thoughts on Nostradamus, according to what I've read about it. It's just my thought, one man's opinion.
Well, there's been a lot of stuff written and and stuff about stuff coming true. Pretty close to stuff coming true that he talked about.
Yeah, well,
Mom says I don't like spiders and snakes, and that ain't what it takes.
Oh, that's a song.
Oh.
Yeah. Who sang that?
Tinker Herd sung a song about sneaky snakes. I remember
Yeah,
that.
spiders and snakes. Was that Jim something?
Jim Croce?
No, sang that song. Probably weren't Jim. Maybe his brother James.
I don't know.
I don't like spiders and snakes.
That's all it
That
takes.
ain't What it takes.
Oh, I know that song. Oh,
Yeah, thank you guys
snakes
for
come out to
liking,
play.
sharing this out. We
That's
really
what
appreciate it.
they say.
I gotta look it up.
Do you think a time travel could have possibly influenced historical events at all? Or-
Well, how could they not if they was?
yeah.
If there really was one, they'd about have to, but I don't know. You get pretty deep, and you get into
Time travel is a weird topic.
well, you're
'cause
getting into dimensional stuff
Yeah.
too. What do they travel? Is it
it's like
dimension?
if you do go back in time, do you create a whole new timeline because then you went back in
But
time?
what about there's some people that believe that we're living in a dimension,
Yeah,
and then there's a dimension parallel to us, and the other people living in it.
yeah.
And sometimes they cross, and that's where you see and hear things that you can't explain.
Well, if there's time travel, everything affects everybody, and sometimes I just feel like I'm just waiting to just disappear.
Well,
somebody
if-
went
if
back
you-
in time and changed it where I was never born, so we just disappeared.
Well, that would be a whole different timeline, though.
But that's never happened, Bose. Now
If you travel back in time, you create a whole different timeline, right?
Yes.
Well, you can
Or
change
do you
things.
get on the same timeline? You're just back in time.
let me help you. Let me help you. I'm gonna give the commonsensical approach like I always do.
Let's hear
That'd
this.
drive you crazy.
50
Yeah,
to
it's crazy.
60 years ago, you could get away with a lot of this conspiracy stuff. Now you cannot, because everybody has a device in their hand that they can record you and live stream you. Anything that happens, if somebody's walking out here and they disappear, you can guarantee somebody's got it on film somewhere. So that stuff just it don't you can't fly
You
with it
already
anymore.
on the power lines, yes.
So no conspiracy theories now?
I don't think so.
What if we're just on the timeline that don't have conspiracy theories?
I don't know.
No, I think that
We're just on a different
I
timeline,
really
Tony.
don't want to talk that deep.
no, we're getting deep.
We're getting too deep.
This late in the day,
My head's a hurt.
I just know they never went to the moon, so there you go.
Well, no, you don't know
shoot.
it.
Well, I'm pretty sure they didn't,
You don't know it.
because like I said, I couldn't get my car run town.
I got to play this word one more
Yeah,
time. Let's
working-
hear this. Let's hear this
working
again.
on it.
The clown phobia.
The clown phobia. I've got it.
Chlorophobia.
What is it?
Chlorophobia.
Chlorophobia.
Chorophobia.
Yeah,
That's a weird.
when
That's a
you-
weird word. That's
My
a new
wife's
one.
got it. She's scared of death clowns.
Is she?
I swear
I don't
she
like them. I'm not scared. I'd probably, if one came walking at me, I'd probably try to do damage.
Like
to
one of
it,
these haunted houses or something?
I don't go in them because I don't pay to get scared. I don't watch scary movies. I don't like
I
to
don't
be
like-
shocked. It
I don't
ain't
like
that I'm
scary
scared.
movies.
It's the shock
Your heart,
factor.
Don can't stand it.
It's the
your
shock.
heart.
No,
It's
no,
your
it's-
pacemaker.
You get your
goes straight
pacemaker
down.
out of
my
the back.
heart, it's my mind. She didn't mean to do me unkind.
Wasn't that you?
Lord,
said
she even woke me up to say
said you was
goodbye.
going through security and there's a line. You said
Yeah.
you're setting my pacemaker off.
Yeah, up at the regional tournament, getting in there, and they took my pocket knife, and then that cost me $5. I had to buy a little locker over here to put it in.
Oh, really?
And then, so she warns me again. Well, this little girl did, and she warned me, and I said, it went off, and I said, that's my pacemaker defibrillator. And she's, go on. You okay? Like, don't die here. That was funny.
We don't want to call EMT here.
We got some hillbilly words tonight, or Appalachian slang.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Mine is ornery. Now, ornery.
Ornery.
Actually, I would use it as he's ornery gals. Man, he won't work, lazy. But a lot of people use ornery as in a sense he's mean. Kind of.
Yes, ornery. Yeah, plumb ornery.
Don, you've got one.
Piddling.
Yeah, don't make that ugly. Man.
Piddling around. That's what I would use after that. Just somebody say, what are you doing today? And I say, I'm just piddling. It means you ain't really got a certain task to do. You're just trying to find something to do, really.
Yeah, I'm just.
You'll just walk around the house looking, to kick something, or, just piddling around.
On our days off,
Kick a
I'll
can?
be in the woods
Yeah,
hunting.
picking
and
up something, or just,
I talk
looking
to
for
Amanda,
something to do.
she'll say, I'll say,
yeah.
what you doing? She said, I'm piddling around the house,
Yeah, just doing little stuff,
Yeah, piddling outside.
Piddling, yeah.
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 Well, how would you use ornery? Like honor?
I always thought that was lazy.
Mean?
I always thought that was lazy.
It
Ornery.
means both things, I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've seen people and horses and things that just, they treat you bad or get bucked off or they're acting mean. I said, boy,
Or
he's
stubborn.
really ornery. That boy really ornery, man.
Yeah.
He's ornery mean.
Yeah. So
I've
you
been
would
called.
use it as
I've been
mean.
called ornery.
And
Like
Ornery
stubborn.
and his laziness too,
Yeah, and I would when I first saw it, it come to my mind lazy, but then I knew it meant mean too. I know you could use
Yeah.
it like most Appalachian words. You can use it in more than one meaning.
Right. That's a good point too. too. Most
pilfering.
things can be used.
Well, you remember the other night when we talked about mess? You know, you can create a mess. You can have a mess, which is a gum. You can mess on yourself. We all know
you can have a mess of meat.
A mess of meat, a mess of green beans.
Yeah, there you go.
That's true.
I love Appalachian words.
That's what my dad would say.
Because it's so easy, you know. You just, what are you talking about, man?
I ain't one of those. Pick one.
Dad say, Lord, son, what's the matter with you? Smell like you've messed all over yourself.
Oh,
God,
I got one. Diddly squat.
I know that one.
That just means you ain't done much today.
Well, you can use it though. You could say that boy don't know diddly squat.
He don't know diddly squat. That's true.
Or you could say that boy ain't done. You ain't done diddly squat.
You ain't done diddly squat today.
Nothing.
I know that one, John.
Yeah.
That may be a area precise word. You know, I don't know if anybody uses it in the rest of the county or the rest of Appalachia. I know it's a Middle Fork term.
It's a Middle Fork term for sure.
Well, I heard the term the other day, and I've heard it all my life, and I think it's more. I've heard it more from people up the river, from punching up. Is that ain't the bad?
That ain't the bad.
That ain't the bad. Like instead of saying that's a real good hamburger, or that was a real good song, or you done a real good job. You know, it's
that ain't a bad burger.
That ain't the bad. Like it ain't like it's. I say it's a pretty day, Tony, and they say it ain't the bad.
Never heard it used like
really? Yeah.
It ain't the bad. All right.
I've heard that most up this way, up Route 7.
Another one comes to my mind is pilfering.
Pilfering.
You know what it means, John?
I feel like it's like searching.
Like say, when you're a little kid and you go to people's house, of course, back when we was raised, you didn't pilfer in people's drawers, you know. So you'd be up, and they'd say, you quit pilfering in that drawer, I'll smack your brains out.
Yeah.
Ethan Allen quote, tore up worse than a soup bean sandwich. Sandwich. I've heard
that's definitely an area precise.
Tore up worse than a tomato can.
Yeah.
Tore up from the floor up.
Yeah. Tore all the pieces.
Yeah.
Tore all the pieces.
Messed up worse than polio. I think that's one of my own. Right there.
Yeah.
I was referring to somebody that was high at the time.
Hiring groceries.
Yeah, there you go. Hiring unleaded.
Hiring IGA groceries, huh?
Hiring a pine tree. I've heard that a lot of times. Yeah.
Oh,
there's a lot of good stuff out there. If you just listen, I mean, we take it for granted. That's why we don't hear
at
it.
Esther Arnott's old store on Mill Branch, she would ask me if I wanted a poke for my candy, so instead of a bag, she called it a poke.
Yeah, the old timers did. I heard somebody say it just in here the other day. I can't remember who it was. They asked one of the girls if they knew what a poke was, because they was putting their food in a plastic bag. I know what it is.
Yeah.
But it can be used a lot of different ways too. Of course, we know what poke means. If you get poked in the eye.
Yeah.
Or but then it could also be like a poke of backer, or
well, are you all old enough to remember getting groceries in brown paper bags?
Lord,
yeah.
Lord,
Well, when did that stop? I mean, that's not. It's been
seems like it stopped.
90s,
like
early 90s.
Yeah, I thought it stopped about 2000s at least.
Early 90s. You still, but
brutal.
What is it?
We'll have to get my shades on.
Yeah, I know.
That you steal a lot of stores. Certain
messing
stores,
with the camera
if you go
too, a
into
little
them today, they'll ask you paper or plastic. They'll ask you want your groceries or whatever in paper or plastic.
Where they do that at?
The liquor store still gives you brown bags.
Food City.
Oh yeah.
Food City in Paintsville.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna have to move up here a little bit. Get out of that sun.
Yeah.
You're talking about brown paper bags and liquor. I don't know why. When I was growing up, everything was dry, and was younger. And
even the one I was growing up,
the county was dry, and it didn't matter if we was on the ridge now. If we had like some liquor, it want to take a drink, and you'd look every direction. They wouldn't be nobody 100 miles. Back on the ridge, but we'd look this way and look that way, and then hunker down and take a little drink.
Somebody's gonna get them
behind the car door,
Yeah.
And I remember us doing that. I don't know why. Scared, I guess,
Scared mom and dad was coming up the road or something. They're up the hill all of a sudden.
Sure, the po-po.
Even to my young days, it was still dry.
Yeah. It's not been. But I can remember, and I'm not advocating for any kind of. Don't give me no emails here or comments, bad comments.
Don't cancel the wolf.
Don't cancel.
I'm not advocating for alcohol, but I do know this. When I was growing up and the county was dry and I was smaller, and even in my teenage years, you couldn't drive for a Middle Fork for getting somebody about run over you drunk in a car and the law after them. And it seems to me like after the county went wet, you didn't see so much of that. I don't know if people got their drinks and went home. I don't know what the deal was. But I did notice that I seen that less people on the road and out in public staggering drunk. Sloppy drunk.
I think the professionals would call that a social experiment.
And I think that's even in one of the laws in Kentucky is, maybe it's in Lexington, if I remember. We was going to get on some weird laws here in a minute.
Yeah.
But while we're on the subject, one of the laws is that you can't be too drunk to hold the ground. Now, that's a law. Now, does that mean you're too staggery to even fall down? Like you're staggering drunk, sloppy drunk? I don't know.
That is a good. I don't know what that.
One
means.
of the laws, I don't think it's still on the books, but it was that you can't walk through town. I think it's off the books now, but it was an old law. You can't walk through town with an ice cream cone in your back pocket.
I've heard that.
I know what that's for.
And the reason, Don knows, John, the reason is because a horse would follow you out of town, then you've stole the horse.
Yeah, he's stealing the horses. That's what I've always heard.
Yeah.
I always thought that was weird.
I remember that from some.
That's a Kentucky old
Kentucky law.
Right.
Yeah.
Weird laws in Kentucky. I read somewhere, and I don't know if it's truth or not, but I read there was a law on the books, and of course it's not now. And don't misunderstand me. I don't advocate for it. Absolutely zero. I do not characterize me for advocating for it. But they said there was a law at one time, either in Kentucky or somewhere, that you could whoop your woman on the courthouse steps with a stick no bigger than your thumb.
So you could whoop them. You just
it had to be the stick no bigger than your thumb. John, look that up and see if that's real.
Well, I'd say
so I don't want people to think that that's what I'm about. I don't characterize me, but I have read that.
I see the whelks on you. I don't know about your wife. I think your wife's for that.
Revisited myth 109. Law allows a man to beat his. Let's see. I think I found something here. Revisited myth 109. Laws allowed a man to beat his wife with a stick no thicker than his thumb, and that's where the phrase rule of thumb originated.
Rule of thumb, all right.
The rule of thumb?
There are actually
I've learned something today.
2 myths here. A law allows men to beat their wives as long as the stick was small, and that this is the origin of the phrase rule of thumb.
Huh.
This is just a myth now.
It wasn't actually a law?
I don't know. It don't say. It just says it's a myth. And there's a whole thing to read here.
Yeah. Cool.
But, maybe we'll link that out here on the.
That's pretty awesome.
We'll link this out in case anybody wants to read this.
Now, I think there was a time in this country when it was legal to duel, and I think that's why Kentucky probably had to pass the law that said it wasn't. Because I think Alexander Hamilton, which was the Secretary of the Treasury at the time, was killed in a duel by Aaron Burr. And I watched a documentary about it, and as it goes, the gentleman's way would have been when they turned to fire, you would have shot your pistol in the ground. Well, I think, correct me if I'm wrong out here, but Hamilton was going to be a gentleman and shot his pistol in the ground, and the other one popped in, killed him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
he weren't a gentleman, but he is alive.
Right.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So I don't know.
So there is such a thing. I think that would have been the most famous duel in the country.
That tells you a lot about being a gentleman, don't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
And it
didn't pay to be nice, did it?
It was all over a dispersion about the other one's lady.
Yeah.
Well, think of that.
That still goes on
That's
today.
news.
Yep.
Apparently, there's been a famous duel between Henry Clay and Humphrey Marshall in Kentucky.
Henry Clay, great statesman. I've been to his residence there in. I think it's in Lexington, isn't it?
It's what I'm reading. The duel took place in Kentucky near Lexington. I don't know where. I think you're right.
They had again, I don't know here.
We're getting out of our
thinking back, on stuff that I'm a world of useless information. I watched a lot of History Channel. They had a tree somewhere on
the dueling
Scott County line and whatever borders that would be.
Lexington,
Fayette. They had a big oak tree where they did the dueling.
The dueling tree.
I'm not sure.
I read about that.
Yeah, the dueling tree.
Yeah.
I think that's where a lot of them took place in Kentucky.
I'm pretty sure Henry Clay's got an estate that people still visit there. It's like a historical place around Lexington. He was a prominent senator from Kentucky right before the Civil War. Henry Clay, real famous senator from Kentucky right before the Civil War. And a big advocate, I think, during the policies of whether Kentucky remained neutral or was in the South, joined the Confederacy. But that's why he was so famous. I can't think of the name of it. I wanted to say Hermitage, but that's not right. That's Andrew Jackson's. But anyway,
Henry Clay lives on Punching.
That's a different Henry Clay.
That's a good.
That's Henry Clay Sizemore.
I think the last duel was in about 1866 in Kentucky, but I can't tell you who it was. I can remember numbers pretty good, but not names.
I wonder how many people we'd know right now would be dueling.
No, if it's legal?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I got one that comes to mind, but I don't know what mention it.
Well, I never could stand to be slapped. I don't know. They slap them with them gloves. You know?
Oh, yeah, he's not upset. Yeah, I'll say.
Frenchman, I challenge you to a duel. Come on, you're no good. Back. You're no good. We'll meet you at dawn.
Creekside wants to mention their event they're having March 30th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., the Equine Clinic. Mm-hmm. And you can get vaccinations, rabies shots for dogs and cats, teeth floating. I don't know what that is.
Teeth floating in a horse, son. Teeth floating.
Pregnancy check, cogging health certification, castration, and on-site farrier services.
You going, John?
No. There's about 3 different things on there that I don't want to mess with.
I will not be attending.
Guys, if you need any of that done, go see a baby over at Creekside. She's one of the best ladies
do a
ever
great
was.
job.
All jokes aside, we kid one another, but now that's a big event for some good folks. They're good to the podcast. I've got some winners here to announce also.
Oh, we got winners.
We've got Jackie Cantrell Howard has won the Farmhouse gift certificate. Cherokee Gibson has won the decal, and Dorothy Mullins has won the Peddler Mall gift certificate. You can pick these up.
Well, Cherokee said go ahead and give the decal to me. I'm just joking.
Congratulations, guys.
Congratulations. Thank you for liking and sharing. The more likes, shares, viewers we get, the more stuff we'll bring, the more we'll do down here. We want to keep this going. We enjoy it.
Yeah. You guys keep liking and sharing. If you want to help out, that's all you got to do is like and share. We're just trying to get it out there.
Like and share.
Like I said, we're on Apple Podcasts, we're on Spotify, we're on YouTube, we're everywhere right now. We're syndicated, Don.
Last week we had our local
we're syndicated.
Show.
We're syndicated. We'll be committed if we ain't careful.
Last week we had Scott Castle on, which was awesome.
Yeah,
awesome, and he's done so many more interviews. I feel like we prepared him for all the interviews he's got lately.
I think we did.
I think we prepared him. Yeah, I have too.
I think we did good.
It was awesome. He done good.
He really did.
Absolutely a natural.
Yeah.
Well, he's been interviewed by everybody. I was like, me and Don and Tony, we pumped him. We got him going.
We got the first interview, I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
We got one more topic here we're going to go over with you tonight, and it's ninjas versus pirates.
Ninjas versus pirates.
And
what?
Ninjas versus pirates. Do you remember, has anybody ever watched Jesco White?
Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yeah.
That's a pirate. Yeah.
And like ninja, they jump off buildings?
Ninja Turtles.
Actually, technically, if you download music or videos
you're a pirate.
And distribute them, you're a pirate.
You're a software pirate.
Okay. Well, like in a fight, I'm going with the ninjas.
You're going with a ninja?
Oh yeah,
but ninjas have a code of ethics, though. And pirates don't have one really.
No,
they're pirates.
They're scallywags.
They'll fight dirty.
Walk the plank.
Ninjas, they can fly through the air, you know.
Well, they got
movies,
them. Hey, listen, you remember
sword?
Well, you remember when we was kids and we go over Stockyard. You ever been on Stockyard?
Oh yeah.
They have all them ninja stars,
yeah.
ninja swords. You think that's the coolest stuff in the world?
Yeah.
What kind of ninja are we talking about here? Are we talking about Jesco White, the hillbilly ninja? Or are we talking about, a classic ninja?
Well, like I said, I don't know. I go with the ninjas,
And now they got a whole show out there somewhere called Ninja Warriors.
Yeah, Ninja Warriors. That's a good.
That the kids watch,
Yeah.
Kung Fu fighting,
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids was fast as
Quit your calling me to break out, and my back's hurting. You called me to get that.
I feel like ninjas are more assassins.
Don't do that. I can't stop myself.
Here's the problem.
I hear disco.
Okay.
Here's the problem, all right? Ninjas, from what I know of them, have got swords.
Yeah. Pirates have swords.
Pirates got guns.
They got swords.
Pirates got guns. They
ain't got him.
Pirates have swords.
They've got the flintlock, the double flintlock in the
that's
waistband.
useless.
And you don't ever, if any old reputable hillbilly will tell you don't take a knife to a gunfight.
There you go. Well,
So I'm going to have to go with the Pirates.
Well, a ninja could set up top and just throw a ninja star or a dart.
Yeah, then they
and
turn
kill
around and
you.
they shoot them, though, John.
They're already got. They're assassinated.
No, it's got to be a pirate for me. Well, now, are you talking about pirate with both eyes or one? That's going to make a difference on the shoot.
That is.
yeah, I'd be a one-eyed pirate.
Well,
My heart is. Put my eye out.
I do think pirates are cooler.
And well, here's the thing though. Where's the ninja's treasure?
Yeah, they ain't got no.
Pirates all got a treasure.
Yeah, they're going after
So
some booty.
why couldn't they just go and buy
Well, I
off
mean,
the
I'd
ninjas?
rather. This is the difference. I'd rather hang with a pirate than a ninja. But if you
You'll just be wanting to hang with the pirate, kind of the winches. I know what you're thinking.
They got,
if you
they got
talk about-
plenty.
They got winches.
if you
They
talk
got
about
plenty
me
of alcohol and
going
beer.
to a fight, I'm taking ninjas. So
Wait
there
a
you
minute
go.
now. The pirates got a lot of winches.
They do have a lot of
You
winches.
ever watch Blackbeard's Ghost?
I had a winch on my truck one time.
No, not them kind of winches.
On the bumper.
Not them kind of winches.
They have a hard time understanding this Magoffin County boy down here in Florida, John Brown Jr.
Oh, I bet they do,
Oh,
John.
buddy John Brown.
Yeah.
Ricky Deaton says, "Hey Tony, remember what I told you today?"
I think he told me we was going to win by 2 points tomorrow.
2 points.
There you go.
That would be
Ricky Deaton's
crazy.
prediction.
Yeah.
Tell me if I'm right, Ricky.
Well, okay, let's get some.
So,
Tony, you're a great procrastinator. I mean, prognosticator.
Well, I'm both.
Well, give us your. Oh my goodness! Give us your prediction for tomorrow on the game.
No. I think that in my heart, of course, you know where I'm at.
Well, we got to
Oh,
go
yeah.
with Magoffin. I mean,
I'm going with Magoffin
there
County
you
all
go.
the way.
I'm going with Magoffin and double figure win.
I think we're going to have a hard time overcoming the size and height difference, and I think that our path to winning will be 3-point shots. Is all I can think of.
I figured the 7-footer's going to get.
Well, yeah.
He's going to get his points.
He's
Yeah.
going to get fouled out.
If we can get him fouled out,
Oh yeah.
that's big.
I think we'll have to shoot. I saw a team play them yesterday that reminded me a lot of our team, and they did a lot of shooting, and I think they looked pretty good doing that.
Yeah.
So it's possible. I mean, you never
gonna have
know.
to shoot the lights
Guys,
out.
listen, there's one thing I've learned in my soon-be 42 years on this earth. March Madness is just that. It can go mad, so anything can happen.
The Duquesnes won today already in college, and it just blew everybody's mind.
Yeah. If I understand correctly, the team we're playing called Great Crossing, I think it's a new high school in Scott County, Georgetown, and I'm pretty sure, and don't quote me on this, I'm not sure, but I think it replaced the old Scott County High School.
Yeah.
Right.
And if it did, they've probably, I can't say for sure, they probably got 5+ state championships under their belt. I remember back when I was in high school.
And they
were the team.
recruit, too. Let's not beat around the bush here. They recruit.
Yeah.
But I don't know about all that, but
They recruit.
my heart of hearts is going with the Hornets.
I've got to get. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're going with the Hornets all the way.
I'm a Hornet, and I'll always be a Hornet. So
No,
can
the
win
old
it all.
Scott County is still there. Sarah Howard.
the old Scott County's still there. See, correct me if I'm wrong. I
There
thought
you
it,
go.
but it's in the same county. I think it's. I got to
Yeah,
go
it's
yesterday.
in Scott County.
I got to go to the ball game with my sister and
it's
her little girl.
Georgetown.
And
It's in Georgetown.
Well, Scott County
Georgetown.
is.
Yeah, Scott.
I mean,
yeah,
I think it's in the
yeah.
city.
It's the same.
It may be, yeah. Anyway, I got to watch the ball game with my sister and her little girl, and we got to hang out. We had an awesome time, and she had a front tooth about to come out. I think she's 6, and she's having an offshore deal with it. Ever was. And she got to call me last night. She got it out. So I went ahead and give her, some tooth fairy money anyway, because I know there's a coming. I told her, I said, bite in an apple. I said, well, tie a string around your tooth and tie it to the doorknob and shut the door. But she finally got it wiggled out. So congratulations to her. I'm proud of her. And the whole time yesterday, I bet you she told me 100 times, Uncle Tony, I want to be on the podcast. I want to be on the podcast.
Bring
I want to
her
be on the podcast. And I told her, I said, well, when you come, you can be on it.
Yeah. Yeah, my daughter,
was
she
that?
freaked that out about losing her
Sarah's
tooth.
little girl, Lily.
Lily. Yeah, Lily. She's
Yeah.
something else.
Yeah, she said, I want to be on that podcast. She
She'll
said,
take your orders when
She said, is H on that podcast? I said, no, he won't get on it. Well, who's on there? And I was telling her, oh, I know them. Yeah, I want to be on that podcast. The little blonde,
Yeah.
While we're on sports, I've got to give a shout out to my granddaughter Marley. She had a home run in softball.
Home run and softball.
Well,
Awesome.
My grandson's 8 and 10. Lennox and Elijah basketball. They changed the rules because they couldn't get the ball up floor for Lennox. The whole league had changed the rules. Now they just let them do defense in the paint.
Yeah, I know.
Boring, you know.
Oh, a 3-second call? You mean they changed?
No, they couldn't get the ball up the floor, so they made everybody go back. They changed the rules.
Him playing Chester Allen defense.
Yeah.
I got you. I got you. Yeah.
And Elijah did a 4-H thing, and he never done it before in his life. He demonstrated how to change a tar.
A tar.
10 years old. He's been in the garage ever since he's could walk.
I know Little League Baseball is getting ready to start up in Magoffin County.
Yeah. That's
Sunday they're having not tryouts, but for 9 through 12-year-olds for softball and baseball, you go to the Raymond Memorial Park, and they're having the showcase.
Are you still involved in that, John? Or?
Well, yeah, my son's playing, so I'll be there. Hopefully, I'm not coaching.
That's what I meant.
I'd rather do stats or just assist. I don't want to head coach no more.
Sure, I'll blame you. I mean, it's a problem. It really is now, God. I'm telling you, and it's
rough.
I know people love the kids. I'm bragging on my grandchildren, you know, but really, it's the parents and different people. It's caused people not to want to coach. They've caused referees
not only coach,
not to want to
referee.
And I can see the refereeing. I've seen it in this tournament, the regional and the district. That we've just probably got lower quality of people out there now. I don't want to say that. It's just all they can get, you know.
Guys, we're gonna show you beef liver and onions.
Oh boy.
We want you to see what it is. Beef liver and onions.
Nothing. This is good.
Oh yeah, beef liver and onions.
We're going to take a bite of it, and we're going to send
hillbilly delicacy.
On a hillbilly delicacy, a note. And I'm not a fan.
Thank you.
I'm not a fan
Thank
of
you,
it,
Don.
but I'm going to eat it just for the likes.
Special Olympics. Yeah, Gumby does with the Special Olympics there, bud. They're actually building another high school in Scott County right now because Georgetown is growing so quickly. Yeah, so I'm saying they have to be recruiting and they're getting people jobs at Toyota. But that's just conspiracy theory. Is that my whole place?
That does not inhibit the views of this podcast.
Right.
That is one man's opinion.
That's just my opinion.
Cut
folks.
it with a fork, boys.
That liver in your hide, John.
Ooh.
It's not bad.
That's good right there.
Mm-hmm.
That actually looks good, but
the texture bothering you?
I mean, it looks like it looks like meat, like regular meat.
Eat that, John. Quit playing around. Beef liver and onions, Appalachian delicacy.
Mm-hmm. Superb.
I've been working on my pronunciation.
Good.
With my wife.
Woo.
She's
That's darn good. That's really darn good.
Grammar teacher.
That's good.
How am I doing, babe?
Just different.
My pronunciation correcting itself?
Why? Why are you doing that to him? Why are you doing that to him?
She just wants me to be better.
But why's not our country slang okay?
Well, because she comes from a sophisticated.
Oh, she comes from Johnson County,
I'll
right?
get that later off my arm.
Sophisticated bunch of people.
Johnson County is more sophisticated, right?
Right.
Yeah, they always said that.
That's where
They're always better than us, Tony.
That's where it starts, Tony.
Oh, she's trying to change me.
Whatever.
She's been trying to change me for years.
They think they're better than us because they got a Walmart.
Well, you know.
That's what I've always heard.
I get that. I like Walmart.
I hate Walmart.
Monday, this close to buying a pair of Hey Dudes. He was that close.
But what?
Listen, those are the worst shoes on the planet.
got a pair of
Hey
Hey
Dudes are
Dudes.
the worst shoes on the planet.
comfortable.
That's
You
Big
can't feel them on
John
your
saying
feet.
this.
Yeah, I was that close, and I got to looking at them. I said, I ain't gonna wear these.
They are the worst shoes on the
Nancy,
planet.
I ain't
I don't
gonna
know how
be
people
wearing
wear them.
Are we out with Hey Dudes now?
So at your age,
All right.
it don't matter.
They are the
I
worst
can't even
shoes.
feel them on my feet.
Like they look good, but
I'll
they're
never
the
wear them
worst
again.
shoes all.
I got a pair of brand new Hey Dudes. I wore one
you
time.
can have mine, Tony. You want mine?
No.
I hate them.
I don't think I
They're
like
the worst shoes I've ever worn in my
Why?
life.
They remind
They
me
just-
of a pair of Hugh Hefner house
They're
shoes.
like
Well, they're kind of like that.
They remind me
they don't
of Hugh
protect
Hefner
your
house
feet.
shoes.
They're just you feel every little thing. They're light.
Well, I'll never wear them. I'll never wear them again.
Don, that'll build up your
Iron.
Well, what do you feel about it?
That's good.
I know somebody I bet like that, and you can take the rest to her and tell her I
Look
sent
here.
it to her.
Fried potatoes.
Your mommy.
Oh yeah. Mommy, you want this liver and onions?
Put that in the thing, John. Take out the patty. I guarantee you she'll eat that.
I can taste all the onions. Woo! Oniony.
You can't beat fried onions.
That's good though.
Guys,
tastes like
as
regular meat.
always, we've had a blast down here. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us for an hour of your evening. We got ball games coming on. We got a lot going on. We got all our announcements out. Thank our sponsors. They're awesome. Again, we're streaming the game down here on the TVs tomorrow. Anybody
11 a.m.
More than welcome to come and watch.
Mom said,
Giveaways
sure
are done. We're doing good. We appreciate you all so much. As always, we'll leave the light on the kitchen down here for you. And come see us. Come hang out with us. If you'd like to be a guest on the podcast, reach out to our producer,
And how does
Big
that?
John Howard.
It's just
And
because Tony ain't gonna be here next week.
Sure.
Don't turn
Peace
it off.
and love.
listen, techholler.com. Check this man out. If you need any kind of technical support, I think he works on gadgets and gadgets. He does a little bit of everything. He'll build you a website.
Yeah.
A master website builder for your business, whatever. He can stream live events. You can contract him to stream live events. He's got all the equipment. Like, say, I thought about something the other day. Like, say you're having a birthday party for your young, and then your relatives is all away.
Yeah.
What a better thing than to stream it,
You know what? She's doing good because a while ago I asked when this started, and you said about an hour. I said, well, where'd that come from?
An hour, yeah. I don't say. Listen, I told my
He
cousins
don't say
out there.
no more, does he?
Yous ain't Herds no more. You're Howards. I'm working
Herds.
on my pronunciation.
I did say Montgomery.
That ain't right. That ain't the right word, is it? It's enunciation.
He's getting
What's the
sophisticated on
difference in
us, dog.
pronunciation and enunciation?
Well, who is it? He ain't from Craft Creek.
Starts with a P and one starts with a A or U. I don't know.
But anyway, like you want to stream your child's event, whatever you need done, John can do it. He's got all the equipment. He can build you a website. He can promote your business. He's got all the stuff. He knows how to do it. He'll work on your gadgets and gadgets. Well, you tell me the other day you was working on an iPod or something?
I was getting somebody's music from all their old iPods and
Something else that
iPhones
John can do that would be awesome, and I know he can do it. And I'm going to throw this out here, and I ain't even asked him, but I know he can do it. Transferring your VHS stuff onto a more modern way to view it.
I actually just got everything set up for that.
He can do it. See,
I actually just got
told
everything
I
set
thought
up
of
for that.
something. Now, how many of us out there have got old VHSs, a family
Make it
members,
digital.
and this and that, and John can put it over to digital for you.
It's not going to be cheap, though. I will say that because I spent some money doing this.
What's your
That's
memory's
big
worth?
time.
It ain't supposed
Yeah.
to be cheap.
No,
I
this
like
is.
that.
What's your memory's worth? It
But
ain't supposed to be cheap.
I started doing it because I want to put all my old football tapes and stuff digitally.
Well, I see a lot of people have got VHSs. Like I know Amanda does of her family when she was little and stuff. She's mentioned it several times, so you're probably going to get a customer.
I want that done digitally. See, Karen, I can do that now. I actually bought all the stuff that. Now,
That's what I'm talking about.
It takes a long time. Like whatever the length is plus whatever I got to process, it takes a long time to do this.
Our producer here don't get enough credit. Now, me and Don done a lot of living, and we grew up here, and we've done a lot of things. But this man's got gifts and talents that are vital in today's I won't say today's society, today's technical market. Maybe is that the right term?
Yeah.
But he can do this stuff and reach out to him, techholler.com, Big John Howard. He produces this podcast. He produces the music on Friday nights. Don't forget, between 6:30 and 7, we'll be live with some picking. Come down and see us. You're more than welcome.
These new cables, that's what some of our sponsors bought, and everything sounds
thank you.
fantastic.
Thank
We've
you.
got colored cable.
Colored cable.
Hey,
We're
color
getting fancy over here.
Yeah, it'd be like Don's on the red mic. Turn him down.
But me and Don, we sit here and we tell jokes and we eat and we try to say what we know. But John, all this is possible because of him. We can't thank him enough.
That's right.
So anyway, we'll let you off here tonight. God bless you all.
Thank you all again.
Yep.
Thank you for
Thank
your
you, guys.
viewership. We appreciate it so much.
Be sure to check out all of our stuff, www.appalachiaconnection.com.
Go Hornets.
Go Hornets. Good night, guys.